Hello, my love. Welcome to a guided meditation for self-love. So for this meditation, you're going to need your fine self, something comfortable to sit on. So either a yoga mat or a block or a chair. It doesn't matter what you're sitting on as long as you're comfortable. And we're going to sit with a sort of elevated spine. So bring in anything that you need and let's get going. So before we start the meditation, like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of this stuff. I want to provide you with the things that you want, with more value. And if you like and subscribe, it will allow me to grow my audience, get better collabs, better guest speakers, and give you what you would like. Okay, so let's get going with the video. It's going to be a meditation, like I say. I'm going to take the first part of the video and explain the difference between conditional self-love and unconditional self-love, so that when we come into the meditation, we can start to switch those up. Okay, so let's go with conditional self-love. Conditional self-love is coming from the mind. It says, I will love myself when. I can't love myself because. I will love myself when in the future. I can't love myself because I did this in the past. Okay, and this comes from the mind. The mind is full of conditions. Now, unconditional self-love is something different. Unconditional self-love comes from the heart space. This is our unconditional loving energetic space, anahata chakra. Okay, and unconditional self-love says, I love myself despite what I did in the past, what happened in the past, the scenarios from the past. I love myself despite where I might want to go in the future, what I haven't quite achieved yet, what I haven't put into action as of yet. So unconditional self-love is I love myself now anyway. Conditional self-love is I will love myself when. And when never comes, because when is in the future and love is in the moment. So in this meditation, we're going to be working with a couple of little tools, if you like, that allow us to connect back to the heart space. The heart space is our unconditional loving space. The head space is full of conditions and patterns of behaviour that we've brought through from our past to our present that we start to replay in the future. It's full of if, buts and maybes. It's full of shoulds and shouldn'ts. It's full of ifs and whens. And it's full of old stories and huge subconscious programs that fill up our ability to be able to love ourselves or not. Okay, there's always conditions to our ability to love ourselves when it comes from the mind and the narratives and the stories that we've created in that space. So what we're doing in this meditation is we're flipping that and we're bringing our energy and our conscious awareness to our heart space so that we can start to not take the cognitive understanding of unconditional love and try and make a narrative out of it from the head space, but we're going to try and feel what unconditional love feels like, that centeredness, that sensation of bliss and love inside of ourselves. So that's what we're going to do. And you can start to access that at any time. And it's from that space that we can start to drop the conditions of this conditional self-love. Not I will love myself when. I love myself now. And it doesn't matter what I've done or will do. I still love myself from a place of wholeness. And from that place, I can watch what I do and how I act and where I would like to move forward in my life. But Even if I don't do those things, I'm still going to not judge myself, and I'm still going to come from this centered space. So let's go with the meditation. Come into that comfortable seat that you hopefully brought in and sit up with a nice straight spine. So with this meditation, we're going to, first of all, reconnect with the heart space by chanting a mantra and making a mudra. A mantra, man means mind or now. Tra means vehicle or a process to be able to transport the mind to now. So we are bringing our awareness back to the present moment with a mantra. The mantra is going to be YAM. Y-A-M. It sounds like yum. Y-U-N. But it's YAM, okay? This is what we would call the Bija seed sound mantra of Anahata chakra, the heart space. So simply when we start to connect to that mantra, we start to bring our conscious awareness back to the heart instead of the head. We come back to unconditional love instead of conditional love, okay? So that's the first thing we'll do. And we're going to do it with a mudra, a hand gesture called Anjali Mudra, which is basically prayer mudra at the center of the heart space. So this connects us to the heart space. And we're going to be chanting the mantra with this mudra 10 times. And when we chant the mantra, hopefully you're going to be able to feel that vibratory frequency coming back into the heart space and filling up the heart space with energy and conscious awareness. So we've flipped where our attention is. Where our attention goes, our energy flows. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so we're going to start with that, and then for the rest of the meditation, you can simply bring your hands into a comfortable position and listen to my voice, and it's going to guide you through an awareness process to bring you back into this unconditional loving energy. Let's go for it. So from here, simply bringing your hands to prayer, Anjali Mudra. So both palms are touching at the center of the heart space. Just find what feels most comfortable for you. You're either going to spread the elbows apart and lift the sternum, lift the chest bone up towards the knuckles of the thumb. So you might be slightly touching chest bone and knuckles together. And then before we start with the mantra, close the eyes down and just connect to a very natural breath. If we can, keeping the mouth closed and start to breathe through the nose. The nose breath will allow us to come into a more concentrated, mindful and neutral space. We're not judging the breath. We're just watching the breath. And feeling the breath anchor us into our body, into the present moment, where we have our hands in a mudra, we have our sit bones on something comfortable, we have our spine nice and straight, our eyes are closed, and we're bringing all of our awareness to our inner body. Every time our mind tries to wander away from the moment, we are bringing our awareness back to the moment by anchoring ourselves to the breath. Now let's tune into the heart space with this mantra. Before we start the mantra, we're going to rub the palms together. So So just creating a little bit of energy through the hands. Bringing our energy back into the body instead of just the head. And then from here, press the palms together in front of the heart space. Feel the energy transferring from one hand to the next and vice versa. And we're going to be inhaling, and on our exhale, we're going to chant Yam, really long and slow, and feel the vibration at the heart space. So for any good inhale, we need to have a exhale. So take a little inhale and take a complete exhale, completely empty the body of air. Take a deep inhale. And let's chant the mantra Yam, a nice long Yam. Yam. And again, 9 more times. Yam. Sounds like yum. Keep going. Yum. Yum. Stay focused at the heart space. One last round, deep inhale. Keep the mudra. Release the mantra. Take a deep inhale. Hold the breath in. Connect the chest bone to the knuckles of the thumbs. Hold. Vibrate this energy from the heart space. And exhale, bring the hands down into any comfortable position on the lap or on the knees. And keeping the eyes closed and the hands resting and the spine straight. Start to connect to a deeper breath. The heart center, the inner teacher, is connected to the air element because of the lungs and the lung meridian. Every time you breathe in, sense that lightness around the heart space, around the chest, either side of the chest, all the way around the back to the center of the shoulders and the flaps of the shoulder blades. Inhale air, feel that sensation of air, and as you exhale, release any heaviness that clouds your ability to connect to unconditional loving energy. Inhaling, expanding the heart space, exhaling, releasing. Every time you inhale, the heart space grows. The energy at the heart space becomes more active. Sense it, feel it. Every time you exhale, you're letting go of just a little bit of tension, a little bit of stress, a little bit of rigidity that's getting in the way of that light, airy energy. Just take a moment connecting very deeply to the anchor of the breath. Find a sense of stillness inside of yourself. Because from this space of stillness, this neutral space, we can hear the heart a little bit more than the head. And we know that we're already whole as we are. Every time the mind starts to wander, bring your awareness back to your breath. As you inhale, the heart chakra opens and expands. As you exhale, you release tension, stress, rigidity. Taking a few more rounds. Visualizing a ball of glowing green energy right at the heart center. As you inhale, that ball of energy expands and grows. Your awareness comes to this point. And as you exhale, you release any narrative, any conditional love that doesn't serve your whole space. You release it and send it back to source. Taking a final moment in stillness, in silence, just listening to the heart space, listening to your inner teacher. Connect to your energy. Notice if you've sensed this feeling of stillness, being more equanimous and neutral. Because it's from this space you can start to release the conditions. And you might say to yourself, I am worthy of unconditional love, regardless of the past and regardless of the future, because unconditional love is a now energy. The only place that truly exists. And you can stay here for as long as you like. Thank you for joining me. Satnam. Hi guys, thanks for watching that video with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, it means the world to me. If you would like to watch any more videos, there's 2 here just for you.